Hey there, Start here. Hope you guys had a great Easter weekend. Even if you don't celebrate the holiday, I hope you had a nice long weekend. Hopefully you got some time off, do something fun, spend some time with friends and family, play some FFBE, whatever. You know, we actually have some content to do this week. I guess Gumi was just waiting for the holiday weekend to dump some content on us. Um, and you know, with that said, there's not a whole lot. I mean, we have a raid, yay. I mean, you go in and just one shot the boss 10 times every 10 hours, right? We did get a free Charlotte, which I love. It's always nice to get free units. She's for a free unit, she's a decent magic tank. She's no Abigail or anything like that, but I mean, she is serviceable, and she does have I think she's got aquatic mitigation in her kit, so she could potentially be used in the current Clash of Wills. If I find the time to put a team together with her as the magic tank, I will certainly do that and put out a video. The only problem is her tags. I don't think I have a good leader for her. I don't have a good blessing of the. I think she's a blessing of the crystals unit. So I think, I've got an EX1 Esper of Destruction Fina that I got off an ad summon a few weeks ago, and I was just like, I'll never use her. But maybe I could somehow, I might be able to figure out, I might figure something out. Anyways, that's for another day. That's not what I'm worried about today. Today, I'm focused on the depth of chaos, which is some actually pretty cool content. So it's 7 different trials. You have each of these. You see, I haven't done any of these. The only one I've done is the boss rush at the end, because that was the only one I was concerned about. I wanted that 3,000 lapis right away. But there are these 6 trials, and they're each different. Different types, except for the first 2. The first 2 are both human fairy, but the rest of them are like different races, and they each have something different that they kind of throw at you, in some different AIs. So something kind of fun to play around with. For veterans or whales, these are not going to be difficult. You're going to be able to take your strongest units into these and wipe them off the map pretty quickly. But the last one is pretty cool, because it combines all 6 into sort of a boss rush type of thing. And so that's what I want to tackle with you guys here, and just show you how I got it done. You can see I've already done an all missions clear. That was like one of the first things I wanted to do when I got around to doing it. But I just haven't had time to actually make a video on it. The Easter weekend was busy with family and friends, but I'm finally getting a chance to sit down and do a clear guide with you guys. And I'm just going to show you guys how I did it. This is not necessarily a budget guide, but I'm just showing you how I got it done. So the missions are no continues. That one's easy. FFBE category units only. That's also super easy. And clear within 25 turns. What that basically means is you have... there are 6 bosses, so you basically have 4 turns to clear each boss, and then 1 extra turn that you can spend on any of the other ones. Now, the way I'm going to do it, we're going to clear this in well within that turn limit. But you do have let's just say 4 turns per battle, with an extra turn in there that you can kind of drop in if you need it, right? I'm going to be using Hyoh, because Hyoh is still my strongest unit that I have, and Hyoh friends are often aplenty on the friends list. You can see there's one right at the top. I might even use that one. I don't even know if they're necessarily built for it. Since he is a premium unit, he's super easy to build for basically maxing out all the killers across the board. So let's see if this person has done that. They have, yeah. So look at this person is set up and ready for this trial. So full killers on everything. The only ones you really need to worry about, however, are aquatic, demon, human, dragon, fairy, and plant. Those are the ones you want to make sure are maxed out if you're going to be following this guide, or if you're building your own Hyoh for your friends list. But it's super easy to do maximum killers across the board. But the ones that matter, again, are aquatic, demon, human, dragon, fairy, and plant. Those are the ones that you want to be concerned with. So let's, I'll go ahead and just start with the friend unit, see how they built theirs. They don't need to be built anyway in their normal form. They can be in their brave shift form the whole time for the entire fight, so that's fine. I'm only going to look at the brave shift form here. So they have geared with, you know, just a lot. They've got clash gear, full on attack, and then, yeah, Coat of the Samurai and Chains of Strength. That's how you make your Hyoh full maxed out on all killers, plus the Bahamut Esper, because Bahamut has 50% to all killers, assuming that you have spent the resources to max out your Bahamut. So each of these has a 25% killer to all races. Okay, and that's how you get an easy 300% across the board. And then you can see he's got some chain speed on there, which is great. All right, he's got the special vision card that was on the step up. I did not pick that one up personally, so you won't see that on mine. But this is, I think this is still technically the best card for Hyoh. Even if you have his card at EX3, I think it gives slightly more attack. I think as leader skills start creeping up, though, his vision card. His own vision card actually starts being better just because of the stat boost you get from it. All right, let's see. All right, so here's the team. The nice thing about all these bosses is you can basically pick any element and you can just go for it. And so since Hyoh is strong with fire, we're going with fire. And so we've got Reberta as sort of our fire support. She's going to be our fire imbue, imperil, amp unit. She's also bringing Mirage for the party, which is great. And she has undispellable buffs, a full buff on her LB, which is really handy. And she has some imperil removal, which is also really handy and really important for some of the later bosses in the boss rush. Removing the imperils on turn 1 is pretty important for survival, because you can see we're not bringing any kind of tank into this fight. No magic tank, no physical tank. So yeah, you want to make sure the enemies do mostly physical attacks mixed with elemental magic attacks. And so if you can just sort of prepare yourself by, you know, doing heavy attack and mag breaks and removing imperils, that'll greatly increase your chances of survival. Ilmatelle is really here for the Omni Killer and just for like turn 1, for the turn 1 full buff. That's really all she's here for. She does have some good killers for this fight, like Plant Killer. If you have her STMR equipped, you can give people Human Killer. So she does have some of the killers that match up here, but that really she's here for the Omni Killer, which she needs to be at EX2 to get the Omni Killer. So if you don't have an EX2 Ilmatelle, but you have maybe an EX2 White Mage Rosa or an EX2 Ihana, those would be perfectly good swaps in place of Ilmatelle for that Omni Killer. Just makes it super easy to make sure you always have a killer buffer, but you're not like sweating trying to figure out and mix and match your killers for all these bosses. All right. Hyoh is of course big boy damage. Kaito is there for breaks, and Frosty is just my other damage dealer. He's you know, the next best DPS that I have next to Hyoh. All right. Let's take a look at the gear. So the gear is pretty inconsequential. Really just going for bulk on Reberta. So just giving her, you know, lots of HP, defense and spirit, giving her some elemental resists across the board so she doesn't take too much damage from elemental attacks. And she was running out of MP on me on my first couple of test runs, so I just slapped this card in there because I didn't want her to run out of MP ever. So, you know, this is overkill. Obviously you can just give her stuff like 3 stars to reduce her MP consumed, or you can do like practice session, which also has flat MP on it. That's just the one I chose to throw in there to make sure she never runs out of MP for this fight. And we'll never use her Brave Shift form, so an EX0 Reberta is perfectly fine here. Ilmatelle, again, just kind of bulking her up with high HP, some spirit, elemental resists across the board. Make sure she has her STMR equipped, because this provides Human Killer and Dragon Killer. Her kit comes with Machine, Stone, and Plant. We don't need Machine or Stone, but we will use the Plant Killer on the Plant boss. So she does have some of those killers that are nice. And then, of course, Reberta has the Aquan Killer for the Aquatic boss. So, you know, we have some of them covered. I think the only one we don't have covered is the Demon. We don't have a Demon Killer buffer, but Frosty has Demon Killer in his kit for himself. Oh wait, no. Kaito has Demon Killer. Yep. Kaito has Demon Killer and Kaito has Fairy Killer. So wow, we actually do have all of them covered. And he has Dragon Killer. We do have all of our killers covered now that I think about it. That's good to know. Alright, but that's all she really needs. Nothing too fancy here, just kind of bulking her up. This card is a nice little safety net. It's not required. Alright, I don't think it's required at least. But this is a cool card that kind of provides a safety net for your party because it does an AoE re-raise at the beginning of every battle for 2 turns. So if for some reason something goes wrong because we're not bringing a tank and a unit dies, they already have the re-raise. Now Ilmatelle does have re-raise on her LB, 50%, so we'll also be using that. I think almost every fight will be using this the first turn, so you know there will always be some re-raise on the party, so it's not required, but it's just kind of a nice safety net to have there. Hyoh, normal form, we don't care. Brave Shift form, full on damage, as you can see. I did not go with the Bahamut Esper and the 225% Omni Killer Materias, so I just kind of built specifically for them. So just to show you some different killer materials you can use. Supernatural Submersion does Aquatic, Demon, and Fairy, which are all important for this one. Cyclopedia Mythica does Demon and Dragon and Plant. Those are 3 killers for this boss rush. And then Soaring Legendary Dragon does Fairy, just the Fairy Killer. Yeah, so that could honestly just be a Spirit Killer plus right there. That one's not as important. Alright, or you can just do the Bahamut with the 225% Omni Killers if you have them, and that covers you across the board. So I gave him Flaring Ether Rain's Vision card because that's the best one that I have for him. So he is good on Aquatic, Demon, Human, Dragon, Fairy, and Plant. Good to go. Alright. Kaito, we honestly don't care. I literally just hit the optimize and push the HP button. So just give him, you know, again, just bulk him up. You don't, this gear here is irrelevant. Just give him whatever you have to bulk him up. Like, yeah, it automatically put Jex card in there because I hit the HP button. You don't need Jex card, just anything you can to just kind of bulk him up. Give him plenty of HP to make sure he doesn't die because he doesn't have the elemental resist. I could have built him for more elemental resist, to be honest with you, because he's not here to deal damage. He's just not here to deal damage. You could build him for more damage, I suppose. I didn't. But if you want to, you could. But yeah, just kind of bulk him up so he doesn't die. Yeah. Frosty, he's got a katana in one hand, fist in the other to take advantage of Hyoh's fist in peril. Otherwise, he's got some clash gear, just full on attack. And again, you know, just using whatever killers you have. So yeah, I did give him, I think I gave him Bahamut Esper. So yeah, he's got, did I give him Bahamut? I'm not sure. And he's got, this is just the best vision card that I have for him here. He should be maxed out on Aquatic, Demon, Human, Dragon, Fairy, and Plant. Yep, he's good to go. Sweet. Alright, so that's everybody. And I think we're good to go. Okay, let's roll out. Let's see how we get this one done. Alright, so turn 1 is going to follow a pretty repetitive pattern. Inferno Breath for the Imbue, Imperil, the Amp, Support from the Skies for the Mirage stacks, and then Mega Breath. Ilmatelle does her LB, or if you have Ihana does her LB, or Rosa does her LB, or actually, yeah, Princess Sarah. Right, Princess Sarah of Cornelia. She's another good one if you have her EX2 because she has Aquan and Dragon Killers in her kit. And then everybody else just does, yeah, LB, 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 LB. Now, since Frosty has a fist in one hand, we need to send one Hyoh before. So I'm going to do Kaito and then my friend Hyoh. I'm going to wait a second and then I'm going to send Frosty and my Hyoh. Actually, I'm going to send Kaito and my Hyoh first because I think my friend is EX3 if I'm correct. He's EX3, yep. So he's going to have the stronger Hyoh. So I'm going to send Kaito and my Hyoh first. That way the Fist in Peril is in place, and then send Frosty and the other Hyoh. Okay, and this should do Should knock it down to like 30. Yeah, close to 30%. Perfect. This boss does like nothing. I'm not even sure what this boss does. Now, with that said, I haven't seen this boss's AI past turn 3. So I just don't know. Reberta does her LB. Ilmatelle can do double rune and do human killer on Hyoh and on Hyoh. All right, these guys. So my Hyoh is going to do Daunting Aura, Refined Stance, and I Will Master the Sword. That's to fill up his LB. The other Hyoh will just do triple Shield Claw. All right, Frosty is going to do, he's just going to chain. So we'll just do double Defiant and Katana Flick. And, yeah, I think he's just going to chain 2, actually. 1, 2, 3. Okay. If for some reason you're not killing the boss on turn 3, you can have Frosty do Solitary Sword Dance to add the mod boost to his LB, but I've found that's not really necessary, so I don't think we're going to need it. So we'll just do a little chaining, little chip damage here. Yeah, you see how close we are to killing this thing, so... Yep, see again, the boss does like nothing. I just... definitely don't use Ilmatelle's SLB here, okay? Because it's totally unnecessary. Alright, we're just going to LB, LB, come on, LB. Alright, and this thing's toast. Alright, so, you know, already ahead of the game. Like I said, you have 4 turns for each boss. We've already picked up a turn. The next one, you know, this one is going to be a first turn kill. But if you don't kill it on the first turn, just repeat exactly what I just did with that boss, okay? And you should be fine. Alright, so on this one, again, Reberta is going to come in, Inferno Breath support and Mega Breath. Alright, these, like I said, these first 2 bosses are human and fairy. Okay. Ilmatelle does her SLB. Alright, I'm just going to reload here and then do LB with Kaito. Okay, so again, send Kaito in my Hyoh first, make sure the Fist Imperil's in place, and then send Frosty and my friend Hyoh. This one should kill the boss on turn 1, okay? Yep. Alright. So there you go. So that's 4 turns now, 4 turns total. Alright, so this one is a plant. Alright, Reberta. Actually, I'm just going to hit reload. That's all I'm going to do. I'm just going to hit reload on this one. So Ilmatelle does have Plant Killer on her LB, which is nice. Okay. So I'm just going to reload these guys. Alright, and again, send Kaito and Hyoh, and then Frosty and the other Hyoh. Very simple. This one will not kill the boss, but it should get it down to like 20. Oh wow, that's pretty good. That's a high roll, I think. It could also be that I'm using a 3-star friend Hyoh. It's usually closer to like 20%. Okay. So yeah, Ilmatelle is going to do Yusunaga to get rid of the blindness, and then double aura. Make sure you've upgraded it fully so that it fills the LB gauge for all allies, because we're going to try and load up and do another LB this turn. Alright, Reberta. Oop. Alright, she's just going to do, we're just going to make sure we're going to Inferno Breath again just to make sure we are imbued. Ignitos' Domain to get rid of the Imperil, just in case we don't kill the boss. We want to make sure we're not taking any elemental magic damage. And then Draconic trying to fill up some LBs. Okay, so my friend Hyoh isn't filled up, but that's okay. We're not worried about it. All right, we should still kill this guy easy. All right, let's do it. All right, 3 down, 3 to go. This one is an Aquan. All right, and it's going to start with an Imperil, so we're going to remove that right away. Okay, we will do an Aqua Killer, Inferno Breath, and Ignitos' Domain to get rid of the Imperil, because the boss will do some pretty heavy elemental magic damage this turn. We're not going to kill the boss right away. This isn't going to be a first turn kill. Okay. Yep, Ilmatelle does her SLB. Okay. Again, it shouldn't kill the boss. Wow, that's actually pretty close. Alright, so there's the magic damage, but since we have a 90% attack and magic break and we remove the Imperils, we are fine. Okay. Now you notice the boss has done a Mighty Guard. He's also dispelled us, so we've got a couple of things we need to do here. We need to do Aquan Killer again, Inferno Breath, and then we can do Support from the Skies. Okay. Kaito. All Kaito needs to do here is Unpredictable Tide to get rid of the defense and spirit buff, because we want to go ahead and kill this thing right now. So that's what we're going to do. I don't think it has anything else. I don't have any mitigations. No. Yeah, we just need to get rid of that. We just need to roll away those buffs. So we can go ahead and kill this thing now. Okay, so Unpredictable Tide. There we go. Frosty's got his SLB. Although we don't have anyone else to, I don't think we need it, to be honest with you. So we're just going to chain this thing up and kill this thing with chains. Okay, 1, 2, 3. All right, and 1, 2, 3. Yep, that should be good. Ilmatelle on this one. I don't think, yeah, no, she doesn't have. Oh no, this is an Aquan. Yeah, what's her name did the killers for this one, so she doesn't really need to do anything. She can just kind of hang out. This should kill the boss. If for some reason it doesn't, Ilmatelle can summon Lakshmi to make sure we don't die. All right, here we go. All right, so we've got a demon. This is the, yeah, this one's probably, of all of them, this one's probably the most difficult. Or at least I had the most trouble with this one, but we'll see how we go. All right, our usual routine, Inferno Breath, Support from the Skies, and Ignitos' Domain to get rid of the Imperils. Ilmatelle does LB. LB, 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 and LB. All right, let's see how we do here. Okay, thank God for re-raise, right? Okay. Ilmatelle will need to do her SLB so that we have re-raise again, just in case for some reason people die. Obviously we had a few deaths, so we're going to do Inferno Breath. We'll do Mega Breath. I don't think we need to do Draconic Try-In, do we? I don't think we need to. Yeah, I think we're just going to set up for a kill next turn. I think that's what we're going to do here. So Kaito can actually come back because he does have Demon Killers in his kit, so we're going to take advantage of those. It's on the Swelling Current. All right. We'll go ahead and do Receding Tide and Cascading Slash to go with it. All right, Frosty can just do... We'll do Solitary Sword Dance, Defiant Blade, and Katana Flick. These guys will do Mighty Flame for the 100% amp. And we will... Oh, we need to re-up our Daunting Aura. How much does that one fill up? Just double check it. Only 2,000, yep. So we need to do I Will Master This Sword to make sure he's full. And this guy will just do Double Breaker. Sure. Okay. Yeah, let's send all these guys. Boom, boom, boom. Okay, so we should be set up and ready to kill next turn. Unless it kills us, right? Okay, no problem. My Hyoh died, but that's fine. We do have a couple of dudes petrified though, don't we? That's fun. Alright, probably should have made sure we're petrify resistant, huh? Da-da-da. Let's see, do we have anything to get rid of that stuff? No, I didn't bring anything, did I? That's alright. Let's just go ahead and see if we kill this thing. I can't remember. Is everyone going to be petrified again next fight, or do they get refreshed? Oh, they're still petrified. Oh, that's fun. Alright. Well, I tell you what, let's see. Let's see if we can't kill this guy. I'm willing to bet we can kill this guy without... Alright, so I will have to do an imbue. So let's do Blazing Brand. Yeah, Blazing Brand. I will master this sword for the mitigations and Ultimate Flame. We're just going to try and kill this guy next turn. Okay, and let's hope it works, huh? Alright, this guy should pretty much fold under the pressure. We're going to do some Dragon Killer just to make sure. Where's the Dragon Killer? There it is. Okay. And let's see. Oh yeah, he's dead. Oh my god, are you kidding me? 3%? That is stupid. But yeah, he's one of the easiest bosses, as you can see. Now this buff cannot be removed. It is a full buff that lasts forever. Actually, no, that's not true. It can be perfect dispelled, can't it? Yeah, let's do that. There we go. Let's just get rid of that. And let's kill this guy. There you go. Even with half the party petrified, we killed this final boss. So, yeah. Just make sure everyone's covered on your petrify resistance. Not sure why I didn't think to build that one in. It must not have happened to me last time. I'm trying to think. I don't remember that happening to me last time. Maybe it's like a 50% chance or something, because not everybody got petrified, obviously. But anyways, that's how we got it done. All right, you can see the Hyohs are basically carrying the fight. And yeah, there we go. That's how we get this boss rush done. I will try to go in and do each of the individual ones. As you can see, I haven't even started those yet, but I'll try and get to those this week and do some of the different mission requirements on those. So thank you guys for following me. Hopefully this was helpful to you, and I will see you on the other side.